Hi, Blake with Boulevard Home, and today we're going to talk about cast iron. I love cast iron. I have cast iron. Honestly, I wouldn't do without it, but you just have to know how to take care of these things because there is some maintenance with them you need to do, and if they go bad, we need to be able to restore them. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to clean, how to season or re-season, depending on what you're doing, and how to store all of your cast iron so you can use it for generations. If you've had cast iron and it's gone bad, or maybe you just inherited this old rust bucket, don't make the mistake by thinking this is now worthless. We're gonna get this thing shiny like it's brand new. To do that, you're gonna need some white distilled vinegar, baking soda, a metal scrubbing tool of some sort, one of these steel wool or chainmail sponges. First, you're gonna soak it in vinegar and water, 50-50 roughly, for about an hour. Once you're done, the vinegar has really done its working, its magic on that rust, and it's really gonna get all that rust out of there. You're gonna sprinkle some baking soda and scrub off all that rust. This is where you use that metal scrub pad or that chainmail. They both work great for this. Repeat scrubbing and rinsing as much as you need. Once you're done and once you get it where it needs to be, dry it well. Once it's all done, it's ready to be seasoned. To season the cast iron, we need to use oil or some sort of fat. Avoid using olive oils and other oils that have a low smoke point. The reason for that is we need to build up that surface on it so we have a good place so it makes it non-stick. Use a neutral oil like canola or vegetable. We're using canola oil, but you can use something like Crisco or other oils with a high smoke point so it can polymerize. But that basically means to coat and protect the cast iron from rust. First thing we're gonna do is apply a generous amount of oil and spread it all over the pan. Take a paper towel and wipe it off so you have an extremely thin layer of oil remains. Now we're gonna bake that layer into the pan. We're polymerizing it like we mentioned earlier. To do this, you throw it in the oven upside down for an hour at 500 degrees, or the highest temperature oven will go. Once the hour's up, it's seasoned. It wouldn't hurt to repeat the seasoning process a few times if you're in the restoring process. The more times you do it, the better your coating will be on this so it makes it more non-stick. This process doesn't stop here. You'll need to make sure you're cleaning and storing it properly so it doesn't become like this rusty pan we started with again. For this, you need to take some kosher salt and a metal scrubby. If you don't have one of those, you can use a regular scrubby and some warm water. The thing with cast iron though is you can't let it soak. So if it's stuck on there, don't let it soak in water because you're gonna start getting rust buildup and you're gonna have to make sure that you do your restoring process again. It's really important that you clean your cast iron well after each use, and you really need to clean it up immediately after cooking before things get too caked on it. Pour out any grease and give your cookware a good rinse. There might still be some crusties, so go ahead and use that hearty dose of salt followed by a little bit of warm water and create a paste out of it. This salt is going to act like some real scrubbing power, so get in there. Then give it a good rinse and dry it off. It's crucial to get it completely 100% bone dry. You might need to throw it on top of your stove and turn it on for a few minutes just to dry it out. Typically, you don't need to re-season your pan. Regular usage and proper cleaning will keep it in good seasoned condition. Once it's completely cool, you can store it. The key to storing your cast iron is to store it in a dry place where there's no risk of getting water on it. So don't put it somewhere water might drip on it. So if you keep it under the cabinet and you don't clean the other dishes very well or dry it off right and put it on top of it, don't do that. Make sure that they're protected so you pull it out next time you don't have a rust spot on it and you have to redo this all over again. If all this seems way too much work for you, don't worry. You should have known cast iron anyway. You might think that cast iron is like a full-time job keeping it clean, but honestly, cast iron is the best and it's the most versatile cookware that you could possibly have because it will last for generations. It's not gonna warp, it's not gonna do anything else. You can throw it in your smoker, you can throw it in the oven, you can throw it at your kid if they're running across the room away from you.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Who knows? But cast iron is great. So anyhow, that is the best cookware that you can possibly buy. So if you see some cast iron and you don't throw it away, restore it. You know, if you find a piece in a thrift store that looks rusty and bad, take it home, restore it. It's the best stuff you're ever gonna buy. Well, thanks for watching, but wait, don't leave yet because we have lots of other videos. You should check them out on our channel because there's lots of great information that you will definitely find useful. You know, if you have any questions about something, check them out. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon.